Hi everyone, and welcome to another game of Space Base. And here we are at another game of Space Base. Regular Space Base this time. We've just got one starting card. We're going to start with 0 credits because we've been really lucky and been dealt a starting card, 9 sector, multi-activation, Wells class star cruiser, best level 1 cards in the game. Really lucky start, but it means we are going to start with 0 money. We start with 5 credits, this costs 5 credits. Let's move along and see what we roll. Well, we're going to be first player because we started with a 9 sector card and our opponent started with a 1 sector. They also start with a bonus credit. This cost 4, so they started with 2 credits. Luckily, there's nothing too juicy out there. Don't particularly want to give them anything. We could grab 2 credits, but that will only let us buy an 11 or we could buy the 4 sector. It's a bit early to buy dice manipulation in the first few rounds. Here we've got the opportunity to gain an income, and because we deployed that 9 sector that took away one of our income spots, there's no cards out there that let us gain income, so gaining income here is probably the way to go. Gaining income at the beginning of the game, getting up to 5-6 income is really key. And that's what we do. We can't buy any cards, we can't no money. Our opponent gets rolls a 6, a 4 and a 2. It's an easy activation for them. 4 and 2 sector. They'll have 4 credits. What will they buy? They don't buy the sector 6 card. Instead, they bought a sector 2 card. So it looks like they're being tempted by some of those low sector cards that are in the market at the moment and gonna fill up on sectors 1 to 6, aiming for double activations, given that there would be 2 dice. We roll an 8, easy choice for us, 3 credits versus 2. And we purchase the sector 6. Now this is an interesting line for us. We have spotted a couple of level 2 sector 6s down there and a level 3 sector 6. Our opponent is probably looking at this sector 2 and this sector 3 card and a sector 4 card. It will be a race. We will see who gets there first. Obviously, grabbing these cards involves getting some income under our belt.
Hi everyone. Molly, Justin's AI gaming super brain here. We are seeing some interesting lines in this game, with both players seeming to focus on lower numbered sectors rather than the big payoffs on higher sectors. Justin is building out his 6th sector, while his opponent is building sectors 1 to 4. There will definitely be competition for resources later. Given that Justin is a bad player, my money is on his opponent.
Our opponent rolls a 7. It's an easy 3 credits for them. And they purchase a sector 3, working their way along. We roll an 11 and we have grabbed income again. Now got 2 income. We still can't afford any cards, so it's a bit of a slow start for us, but we are gaining income nicely. Our opponent rolls a 3, 2 and a 1. I think it will probably be 2 credits for them because they will want to buy this sector 4 to continue their pattern. There it goes. Another sector 6 has come out. We roll a 3 and a 3. It's identical here. Double 3 activation is 2 credits, sector 6 2 credits. We've already got 2 from our income, so 4 credits. And we go for the sector 10. It's useful having that sector 10. It's 4 coins, 4 credits and 1 income. It's better than the card that was there, which was just 1 income. Given that we have the multi-activation on the 9, if we roll a 9 we can grab that. 4 credits and 1 income. It's probably better than just grabbing 1 credit on a sector 6. Our opponent rolls an 8. So it'll be 3 credits for them. And they purchase the sector 6, so staying with their low sector strategy. We roll a 9. Easy activation, straight to the 10, gain another income, 4 credits. What are we looking at now? Possibly this 4. Not a big fan of grabbing these 11s or 12s because it will take away income spots. In fact, we grab the 4. 6 from our opponent, 5 and a 1. Well, his 1's already loaded up, so probably just going to take 1 credit. Doesn't purchase anything, keeps the credits. We roll a 5, 3 and 2 is 2 credits. So we're up to 6. We're just short of getting these sector 2s. Just short. Maybe the 3. Maybe hold the money. This time we do go for the 11. Now we've only got 2 spots to gain income. There's no other income cards in the market. This is a risky strategy.
That 11 sector purchase was a waste of time. Not only did it take away one of Justin's precious income spots, he still only has 3 income, which is not great, but 4 victory points on sector 11 is not doing much for his game plan. It would have been better to keep his credits and save up for a level 2 sector 6 card. This is why he is a bad player. Come on, Dicentum. Crush him and teach him a lesson. Maybe then he will listen to me.
Double 1, so nothing for us. It's unfortunate. Well, they'll take 2 credits and they purchase a 12, which is strange because that's quite a departure. There were other cards here that they could have bought. Started loading up on their sector 4s and 3s. For some reason they think 1 card is enough. We have a very lucky roll here because we're going to get enough money to buy this sector 8. Multi-activation, and our opponent rolls a 7, so 3 credits for them. 5 and 2, 3 credits either way. And they have bought a sector 7 card. Now that's okay because you will often get a sum of 7. So if you're not activating 2 of your low, then you go for the sector 7. This is a nice sector 7 card. 1 victory point, 2 credits when it's deployed is quite good. We have activated sector, we've rolled a 10, so 4 credits and another income. We're now at 4 income to our opponent's 0. Well, they're starting to get a point lead because of some of these victory point cards. We are now into our level 2 purchases. And we take the 7, sector 7. This, I'm not a big fan of swapping sector cards. They're stronger later in the game when you've got a bunch of cards to do that you can stack up. You know, you get some really big cards. For example, on the 9, you shift them down to the 4. You get more frequent activations. But I do like the buy a card, get 2 victory points on this card. It can be quite nice. 3 and 1, not great for us. 2 credits. We can grab this sector 9. That would be a good purchase for us for a couple of reasons. It gives us another access to more income, and it will deploy this multi-sector activation. And there we go. Our opponent gets an 11, a 5 and a 6. So they could get 2 credits, or they could get 1 income. They choose the 1 income and hold the credits. We roll a 9. Being rather lucky here, we get 6 credits and 1 income. So now we're at level 3s, and of all the level 3s, this sector 6 is particularly nice. And there it goes. It is the most commonly activated sector. If we can deploy it, 2 victory points will be very, very good for us. Opponents rolled a 9, which is a multi-activation for us. We'll activate this. That's 6 credits. Again, pushing us very close to another sector 3. We've rolled an 8. We can either put a cube here for this linked ability, not great, or we just gain another income and a whole bunch of credits. What are we going to buy? This sector 3, 3 victory points is always very good. The smaller sectors activate often, and 3 victory points is significant in this game. It's only a race to 40. 3 and 3, well, that would be 2 credits or 2 credits for us. Our opponent purchases a sector 5 card. What it looks like they're trying to do is make sure they get all the activations. That's an interesting tactic. You see it a lot at lower levels. People think that if they can hit every dice roll, then that's going to give them an advantage. It's much better to stack cards on certain sectors, and when you hit that sector, get something really big, rather than dripping in 1s and 2s. You're not really having anything significant here.
For once, Justin is actually right about something. Stacking up cards on sectors to get a big activation is a very good tactic in Space Base. However, you do want to make sure that you stack those cards on sectors that will actually be activated. For example, stacking them on the 11 or 12 sectors will mean massive rewards when they activate, but you will need to be lucky for it to happen.
And an 8 is going to be a 5 and a 3, or it could be a 6 and a 2. And again, if this is giving you 2 credits, the 6 and the 2 is giving you 2 credits, the 5 and the 3 is giving you 2 credits, the 4 and the 4 is giving you 2 credits. So it's not really doing anything special for you. It is giving you an extra income spot, and they desperately do need some income, even though they have a growing point lead. Well, perhaps not the best purchase there. Perhaps not the best purchase, especially with some good low sector cards here that they could grab and then go back to deploying them over here. We've got ourselves 14, so everything is available. I quite like the 1 here. We could grab the 4 to... no, that doesn't really work. The 8 is okay. The 8 is good to deploy this, and then we're activating potentially 3 sectors at once. And sure enough, that's what we grab. It will give us some level, some extra cards, so we can deploy a few extra cards to a sector. Our opponent rolls a 6, 5 and a 1. They are gaining some victory points doing so. We're at 10 credits. This Sector 6 is now looking nice. There it is. We're starting to build on Sector 6, the most commonly activated sector, and we are making it a monster. Our opponent rolls a 9, which could be an income for them. 6 and a 3. It's going to give them a victory point and a credit. The victory point and a credit is not bad. 7 would let them choose possibly this Sector 2. Let's see what they decide to do. You get the income, save the money. Well, the game is starting to accelerate now, and they're a little behind. The income will help them catch up a little bit. We've rolled a 4 and a 1. Not the best for us, just a few credits. What are we going to buy? Again, I like this Sector 1. We go for the other Sector 6. Now, there's an interesting buy there. Despite us having more credits than we needed, given our income is so high, it doesn't really matter at this point if we overspend 4 cards. And putting that extra, if we can get this Sector 6 deployed, that will be 4 victory points every time a 6 is rolled by our opponent. It will be very, very strong.
Justin is right again. I know. It's scary. Overspending for a key card is fine. It's better to strengthen a good sector that you have been working on than make a random purchase just to use all your credits. If you have a good enough income, you will replace your credits quickly, and this will not impact your game. If you are very short of credits, then be more cautious about overspending. In this case, Justin has strengthened his Sector 6 and now receives 2 credits and 3 victory points every time a 6 is rolled. Given that this is the most commonly rolled sector in the game, he will enjoy those benefits often.
7 rolled by our opponent, that's 2 credits for us. 5 and a 2 is 2 credits and a victory point, or 2 victory points. They take the 2 victory points, they purchase Sector 3, so again getting more victory points out, always a good tactic. We have rolled a 7 and activated Sectors 5 and 2. We really want to deploy this. We could really do with finding a decent Sector 7. If we could get 13, I would deploy that, because 7 is really dead. We don't want to put cubes over there at the moment. And here we're going to buy this so that it gives us an extra buy action. We have a lot of money now. We could pick up a Sector 2 and a Sector 1 card each turn, possibly blocking our opponent, taking cards that they want, or just turning some of our sectors into absolute monsters. Double 6 rolled by our opponent, which is 4 victory points if they want it, or 2 credits. We have 3 and 2 credits, so it's going to be 6 victory points and 4 credits for us. Unfortunate for our opponent. And we've already caught back up on our points, and our income is very strong. We roll a 5. We activate Sector 4 and 1 for 3 credits, because Sector 5 just has 1. Again, we can purchase anything here. And we finally buy that victory point card for Sector 1.
There were 2 interesting lines of play here. Justin could have purchased the Sector 7 card for 13 credits. This would have deployed his existing Sector 7 card, allowing him to gain 2 victory points and an extra by action. Instead, he has opted for a Sector 1 card that gives him 3 victory points. The Sector 1 card is activated twice as often as the 7 sector card, and with both players now in double digits with their victory points, this may be a better move as the race to end the game speeds up. That's a shame. I want Justin to lose.
This could be good because now the lower sectors are quite interesting to us. We're going to want to activate the sector 6 when our opponent rolls as much as possible. So we're less interested in buying these higher numbers because we want to activate the dice individually. So the smaller sector numbers are more interesting to us because we can activate them in conjunction with the 6, as we do here. 3 credits, 3 victory points. We roll an 8. That could be 3 victory points and a credit, or 2 level 1 cards. There is an argument to get the 2 and the 4, or we could just get the 3 victory points there. We go for the level 2s. We take a sector 3 and a sector 4. Again, loading up cards so that we can activate the 6 with it. We have some money left over, so we make a purchase of this 12 sector. It's probably not such a great move. Would have been better to have bought a 2 sector and just moved this off. Our opponents rolled 7, 3 and a 4. That's 2 victory points and 3 credits for us. Sector 7 is now quite weak compared. Our opponent buys a level 2 for sector 2, so again more victory points piling up there. Again, we have the choice of anything. This sector 5 card is quite nice. We could take this sector 7, making the opponent lose 4 victory points. They are currently keeping pace with us in terms of victory points, so it could slow them down. We go for the 5. Our opponent rolls a 6 and a 5, so our 6 and 5 are activated. We're getting 3 victory points and 3 coins versus 4 coins on the 11. Now our opponent is catching up a little bit with income. They are catching up. So we rolled 3 and a 2. Rather than get the buy, we've gone straight for the victory points. We're over halfway now. And we skip by, we hold the money. So there's either something here that we want, possibly the 7, unless we want this 4, or we're going to go for colony cards now. Once we've ticked past the 20, it becomes a real race. Opponent rolls another 7. 3 and 4 gives us 3 coins and 2 victory points. 7 for them is 2 victory points. The 4 and the 3 is 3 victory points. They are going to go for victory points. They're holding their money as well. So we've rolled a 3 and a 1. That's 3 victory points and credit. We're at 15. There we go. We purchase our first colony card on sector 3. It's already got 3 cards deployed. That's fine for us. A 5 and a 2 would give us 2 credits. A 7 would give us 2 credits, but a 5 and a 2 is going to give our opponent 3 victory points. So they are closing in somewhat. We roll a 4 and a 2. Or we could do the 6. Probably we will go for the money at this point. We're at 32. We really don't care about buying any more cards. We're in the home stretch here. Our opponent is picking up victory points quite often. So activating this sector 6, we will be going, it could give us 4 victory points. We hold the money. We're going to go for a big buy. A 6 and a 2. 6 and a 2 will give them 2 victory points. I don't think they care about the credits, but it's unfortunate for them at 6. See, even at 8 here, if we activate this, this and this, it's going to give us 8 credits, taking us to 21, and that will give us 7 victory points if we purchase it, which 39, so it could end. Here we're going to get 3 credits, but 3 victory points, so 35 and 16. We only need 18 to purchase the 4 sector colony, and that will take us over the 40. So we roll a 9. It's an easy 6 credits there. We've now got access to the 5 sector, 7 victory points. That will take us to 42. Our opponent is still at 25. They have 1 turn, they roll a 3 and a 2, which gives them 4 victory points, taking them to 29. They have 18. That will take them to 35. Not enough, but they do bring it quite close. And there you go. Another win on Space Base. The power of the 6 is definitely shown here, the power of Sector 6, and how you can have small number sectors versus the larger sectors, and the power of frequent activation that goes on there. I hope you enjoyed the game. I hope you enjoyed the content. If you do, please like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you again soon for another game.